Hi, thank you for watching a new video blog. One of the greatest things of being outside in nature almost every day and spending time in nature is that it can change your perspective of reality in a huge way. I found out that my goal was to spend 100% time out in nature, and I'm working on this to be as much out in nature as possible, that I started to be less interested in material things. I was not fantasizing anymore about material things, although I am already as a person grown into a person that is not materialistic at all. But even the last parts of me that were being materialistic were slowly falling off of me. You're getting rid of the need of materialism, because when you're out in nature and you see the beautiful colors, the green and the blue of the sky, these are colors that will set your mind at ease. It will make you feel at ease. And then it will strip away everything that has been manipulated by the media, for example. And especially when you block all media. For example, I block all my media. I have blocked all the media. I don't watch any television, I don't read newspapers, I don't read magazines, I don't follow anything on my phone. I have blocked all the news outlets on Facebook and all the other platforms, and I am striving to even lose my social media. But this is something in me that's a little bit difficult for now, because I'm depending on it in a certain way to contact with friends and family, of course, and other things. So I found it harder than to block the mainstream media. I do follow some news outlets, of course. I do follow people that have wise things to say, but I don't follow any mainstream media. I blocked all the mainstream media. But when you're outside in nature and when you connect with nature, you can suddenly hear the birds, and not just being birds that sing, but being spiritual beings that connect with you. The frequencies that they create, for example, you hear them now all the time. And outside, being outside and not doing anything, not being here to do something, to prove something, to hike or to have a goal, but just be here, be in nature and just be part of it. That is the biggest thing that you can accomplish in this life. Besides having a family, besides contributing to the people that you belong to, of course. But you should be with your family and your tribe in nature and connect with nature, because then you will have this spiritual connection, this godlike connection. You will be the best human and the best part of nature that you can be. I see the common people that are materialistic, that's work all day, never are outside in nature, and when they are outside nature they don't really get it. They think they have to also do here something, they have to do chores here, have goals. They cannot relax, they cannot stay and spend time in nature. That's really a pity. And of course I'm trying to help the common people by expressing my love for nature and showing that it is the most important thing in life. That is to reject civilization and return to nature. And it can be hard in a place like Holland, where there is just so few percentage of the country is forest, is nature, is natural. But you can look at it the other way. There is water, so you can, as a Dutch person, you can, for example, connect more to the waters, to go to lakes, to the sea, connect in this way with nature. That's also fine. But if you're from, for example, Germany, there's way more forest in Germany, and there's fewer lakes, and there's of course not a lot of sea there. So then you can obviously connect with nature in the forest. And you will notice that you will start to connect and to build something that's larger than life in you, that you haven't experienced before. The need for approval from other people, it will just disappear. The need to impress people just will disappear. That is the greatest thing if you connect with nature, because your soul will reconnect again, and you will experience also how your ancestors lived and how they survived to make you come to this point that you are here. And there is no time in nature. It's all cyclical, just like the sun. It comes and goes every day, and it will be like this forever. And in this way, you should look to nature and to your ancestors. Your ancestors were here, they survived to become you. And you, your children, that's why it's very important to have children. If you can, of course, if you're medically or infertile, then of course it's very sad, but you can help other people with children. For example, your brothers and sisters, you can help them raise a family. You can be a good uncle or aunt, of course. But if you can have children, and then you will understand what it is to give life further. You took it, you gave, yeah, you received it. You didn't take it. You received it from your ancestors. You became your ancestors, and now you will give it to your children, and that will continue forever, because that's a harmony of nature. So when you get out in nature, you will see that many things will start to look different. You have to sort of change your brain into being almost like a disorderly obsessed with nature. I found out that everything that I do now, I relate back to how would it be in nature, what is the best way, how can am I doing something that's in line with nature or not. And if you do this almost like in a healthy obsessive way, of course I talk with people about other things, I am of course not getting weird, but this is for me the way to connect back to nature. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.